Okay. Lighting in here is obviously not the best. My voice is hoarse. I've been under the weather this whole week. But yeah, I just wanted to record a little nighttime vlog. This is usually my routine at night. Well, at least I try to keep it my routine most nights. So you see these little like cubbies. This one is just the bottom because I mean I'm gonna show you how. But this one is more empty. And this is the top. There are two shelves. But this is where I keep the diapers because this is the changing table. So I'm gonna restock my diapers. And I do keep that on. These are size 5. These are a bigger size. And I like to keep a bunch of those next to my bed stand. So I'll show y'all that. Oh, crap, he woke up. I should have brought one of my lights. I just turned on my hallway light. That made it look a little better. Okay. So, as I was saying, the number 5s I like to keep near my bed. And during the day, he wears a size 4. He's growing out of the size 4 now. But that's just something that my aunt had taught me. She was like, at night, put on the bigger diaper because they use the bathroom more. They use the bathroom a lot at night. And, you know, you're not like especially when they start sleeping through the night and you're not waking up to change them at night because they're not waking up to feed. It just keeps them dry because they won't fill up, you know, their diaper size. And it actually does work. Like, I can put him in a size 5. So I'll put him to bed like 8, 7, 8. And then he wakes up maybe like midnight. Well, he doesn't even like wake up. He's just still working on self-soothing. So for right now, I'm still giving him a bottle because he was breastfed. So that's how I would soothe him when he woke up at night. I would like feed him. So I gotta figure out a way to like either get him off the bottle at night, or I saw someone say like slowly decrease the amount of milk that's in it. So I'm gonna try that. But I'm gonna put these ones up here. And with these ones down here, so they're kind of messy. But I'll show you guys. Alright, so this is really what it looks like. I keep this side because this is what he uses right away. And then this is where I normally grab the extra diapers from, but just for the sake of the video and, you know, showing you guys like where his stuff is, I grabbed it from over there because if it's empty, this is where I grab my restock from. Yeah, we have enough wipes. I have enough size 5 diapers. And he's growing into the size 5 anyway, so I'm not freaking out. Yeah. But next time we go we're gonna get some more diapers. Once these finish, I think I'm gonna have size 5 be his like daytime size, and then is there a size 6? I don't know, but whatever the next biggest size is, that's gonna be his middle size. So these ones we're gonna take into my room, and I'm gonna put them right here on my nightstand. I keep wipes, I keep diapers. I was always drinking water in the middle of the night when I'm breastfeeding, and so now that's just kind of a habit to drink water in the middle of the night. So baby boy just woke up from his nap. It's 7:38. He does take late afternoon naps sometimes, and I let him because he'll still sleep at night. I mean, he might go to bed a little bit later, like 9:30, but that's okay. I just usually try to see like what his mood is when he wakes up from his late afternoon nap. He still seems pretty tired, so I try to take advantage of that. And we do a bath, and then I get him a milk bottle and lay down in bed. And then I just really be cleaning So I am going to take care of my son. We're gonna do his nighttime routine. That will not be recorded, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give him a bath, and after his bath, he's gonna have his bottle, and I'm just gonna lay him down, and he should fall back asleep. If he doesn't, if I see that he's clearly like wide awake, then I do let him play a little bit and get that energy out, and then try to put him back to bed later. So I'll be back. Okay, so he got his bath. He's yawning, but he still has like a little bit of energy. So I'm gonna let him get that out for a little bit. It's 8:02. And then around like 9, I'm gonna try to put him to bed. For right now, I'm going to do what I can for my nighttime routine. So I'm not gonna lie, I actually just got into doing a nighttime routine when I became a mom. Before I was a mom, I did not have no nighttime routine. I feel like you don't need it. I don't know. But when you have kids, you definitely need some type of routine. You need a little bit more structure. Like when you're kid free, you know, you can just you doing what you want. It's a pickup in the back in the front. But when you become a parent, you do need to be like, all right, let me make a little schedule, make a little routine. You don't have to have a crazy, you know, over the top scheduling routine, like just something, you know, real simple. Like, so for me, we wake up and I let him play with his toys. I don't immediately turn on cartoons for him because I don't want him to like wake up and the first thing he does when he's older is mommy TV. No, you're not doing that. You can read a book or play with your interactive toys first and then do some TV. Or, you know, we have a dog, so when he's older, he could walk the dog in the morning, you know, like something like that. But yeah, that's what I do. And then I try my best to have him take 2 naps a day. He wakes up early, so he does take a nap in the morning, and then he takes a nap in the afternoon. He doesn't always take both naps, and then sometimes he takes his afternoon nap pretty late, and I just let it rock because, like I said, he already is in a bedtime routine. So after his bath, you know, the water kind of makes him tired, so he's usually tired after his bath anyways. And I won't let him sleep past like 7 if he does take an afternoon nap. So if he falls asleep at like 6, he's gonna sleep like throughout the whole night. 6, 7, which is early still, but it's close to his bedtime. Look at him, he's chasing the cat. But if he goes to sleep like 4, that's kind of late for an afternoon nap. I prefer him to take his afternoon naps like 1, 2. But if he goes to sleep like 4, I make sure he's up by like 6:37, so that way he can still be able to like go to sleep at night, no problem. But yeah, the rest of my routine, I take care of him first, obviously, and then usually he's sleeping, but right now he's not. So on days like this when he's not, I do what I can. So if he was sleeping, I would be like vacuuming and mopping the floor. Obviously, I'm not going to do that right now. What I am going to do though is go in the bathroom he was just in. Don't go in that room, baby. I got to clean that room too. And I'm going to clean this bathroom up a little bit because it is quite a mess. My sister-in-law is going to be staying with me for a little bit, so I just want to make sure this bathroom stays nice and clean for her and her daughter. I do keep the cat litter in this bathroom. I don't know what my cat does. It looks dark. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what my cat does, but she be having litter all over the entire bathroom. So I'm going to sweep this up. And I think maybe it's because I had her mat like way too far under the litter box, so it wasn't grabbing everything. So I adjusted her mat, and I'm hoping that now more of the litter will like get onto the mat. Alright. Taking these are his toys. Putting his toys up there away. I like my curtains closed. I do need to wash this mat. There are some things in here that I need to wash, like this mat. Apparently this wash. Oh no, I think my sister-in-law might be using this washcloth, so I'm gonna leave that up there for her. Because I was just sitting in the corner. My son's dirty clothes and his diapers gotta get thrown out, and I'm gonna go get a little broom so I can sweep up this cat litter. And then tonight when I mop the floor, I'm gonna make sure I mop in here too. I do have to clean up my guest room as well. That is a story I'm definitely gonna tell you guys about when I get in there. But let's just focus on one thing at a time. This, I know you guys are probably thinking like, she's cleaning the bathroom and her son's like unsupervised. No, he's not unsupervised. I have cameras in my apartment, first of all, so I can always see what he's doing even when I'm not directly watching him. Oh God. And secondly, he's just right there in the hallway. I hear him crawling up and down the hall. He does have that cough. I gave him medicine earlier. Alright, I'm just trying to adjust the cat litter because it seems to move forward. I feel like that's probably part of the reason why there's cat litter everywhere in this freaking bathroom. Okay, I moved it back up against the wall because I don't know when it came up off the wall, but apparently it did. I wiped this down a little bit when I was in here giving him a bath, but you know, I'm giving him a bath, so I want to pay attention to him. But this sink definitely needs to get wiped down more. What is that, toothpaste? I would have to assume it's toothpaste, because what else could it be, really? And you know, only toothpaste sticks like that. Yeah, it smells like toothpaste. I could use probably one more, and then I'll just rinse it down. Rinse it out. Alright, that looks... 10 times better. Okay, now let's sweep this floor. This looks a mess. I want to wash my mat and so I'm gonna put that up. Okay, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna go get the broom. Okay, so I do have another big like sweeper broom, but I don't know, I like using this little broom because it also is like a mini workout too, because I got a squat and I got a walk-in squat. So yeah, this floor is getting mopped tonight. But yeah, I do have another big broom, and I have a vacuum, but for sweeping up the cat litter, I like using this little broom because, like I said, it's a little workout. And also, I could be like down on the floor, more precise. I could actually like see like, okay, wait, there's still litter here, there's still a little here. Also, there's probably this much cat litter in here because I was feeling under the weather, so I was not doing my nighttime routine at all this week, honestly. I don't think. I mean, obviously he was getting his baths. Like, I still did his routine, you know? I still kept up with giving my son his bath and doing what I gotta do for him. But all of my extra things, like cleaning at night, I was not doing that. Let's go throw this out. Oh God, I gotta fix his pajamas. Backspin move. Oh, yeah. Okay, they were just a little bit too big, so I had to roll them up, and my battery is dying as always, so I'll be back with a new battery. This battery is not even fully charged either, but we're gonna get another battery when this one dies. I'll record what I can. I did make me some tea because, as y'all hear, my voice sounds crazy. I still have my food that I need to finish eating. Oh God. I forgot to put away the dog food. This is a bad parenting moment. I don't think he got any pebbles in his mouth though. I just put my hand in his mouth so I don't see it. Oh my God. His dad is gonna kill me. If you're watching this, I'm not telling you. You gotta watch this to see it. Oh man, I'm not telling that to Daddy. We're not doing that. Okay, so I do want to clean up my guest room. I really didn't want to clean it up while he was up though, because this is my issue. I got my dog right before I found out I was pregnant. So potty training was like kind of iffy for me. It was kind of hard for me at first because, you know, in the beginning stages of my pregnancies, I was really like weak and sick because I was really skinny before my pregnancy. I mean, I'm still skinny now, but like I was skinnier than this before my pregnancy. And so he was really taking like all of my nutrients and everything. So I got real sick the first couple weeks of my pregnancy, and I wasn't like getting up to take him out or doing what I need to do. And at the time, me and my partner did not live together, so it was just me. So I had him potty trained on a pad because he is a small dog too. So, you know, having a pad in the home for them is good anyways because they can't hold their bladder like a big dog can. And this is me going to get a new battery. But yeah, anyways, with that being said, since I've been under the weather this week, I have not really been able to take him outside. So I put a wee wee pad down in here for him. And he sometimes misses the pad. So there is urine on the pad and there will be poop on the pad, but he kind of like walks in a circle when he poops. So sometimes it'd be like on the floor, and then when he pees, like sometimes he misses the pad a little bit, so it'll be like on the floor right next to the pad. So I just want to make sure I move this pad out of here and mop this floor and make sure it's nice and clean before they come back in here, because, you know, this side is, as I was saying, this side is my office. I did do a little redecorating in here. I don't know if I showed you guys. I might have. I've been doing a lot of redecorating. I did hang up my calendar. And this side is their side. I think I accidentally like zoomed in a lot. Okay, yeah. So I am gonna wash the sheets for them before they come back. But basically I transformed it so that way. This was always gonna be like this. I just wanted to put a futon table there and never got a chance to. So, I mean a futon couch. So for right now it's my air mattress. That's a little setup. I'm gonna get like an actual like TV stand for over there, make it look more cute. The blow dryer is in here because the motor on, oh sorry, my son is touching stuff that he shouldn't be. I'm gonna flip the camera in a second. Okay, but the motor on my air mattress decided to give out on us in the middle of blowing it up. No, she wanted it blown up more because the air mattress was expanding, so the air was like not enough. And come on, the motor gave out on us while we were trying to make it bigger again. So I went and I got the blow dryer and blew it up like that. Bada boom, bada bang, you know? And I forgot my stand in there because I have to take my stand off to replace my battery. And that's why that'd be so annoying every time my battery is dying, because I literally have to take my stand off to do it. Okay, but I picked his poop up off the mat, yeah. And I'm gonna throw this BB pad out. I'm gonna fold up this air mattress to be able to like mop the whole floor. And those sheets, I'm just gonna put in the dryer, like the washer, like right now. These are, oh, I didn't even realize my camera's crooked. But these are pajamas from my aunt's son. So they're a little big on him, but he gonna grow into it. Okay, let's get out the laundry closet. Yeah, the only thing I need to do is mop, but that I'm definitely gonna wait until he's sleeping, because if I try to mop right now, he is gonna want to crawl in there while the floor is wet. And I do use bleach when I'm mopping, so I don't want him crawling around in there. Well, I don't want him crawling around at all when I'm mopping, since I use bleach. So I don't want his hands, you know, have bleach residue on it. And he puts his hands in his mouth, blah, blah, blah. All right, so for right now, I'm gonna just lift up the mattress a little bit. And kind of prep the room for mopping it. I'm gonna take this blanket so I don't forget that I want to wash it, and put it right outside that closet. Come on, come out the room. I'm gonna turn the light off. Usually he doesn't go anywhere that there's no lights because he can't really see. So I turn the light off, and look at that, he's following me right out. Oh yeah, I do gotta wash dishes. Let me drink some of this tea that I made first, because my throat. This is a Mean Girl mug. I got it from Target. She doesn't even go here, and on this side says Burn Book. And I'm like, yo. I do have a few dishes I could wash. I usually like to save the dishes for the morning, because then that gives me a little bit of morning routine, you know, like while he's doing what he gotta do, while he's playing, doing what he gotta do, like he got something to do. Yo, go in your bed. What was that? Go in your bed. Off crack. I had his food on the floor. He didn't want to eat it. I had to put his food up because the baby is crawling around now. I had his food on the floor while the baby was napping. Now he's trying to jump up on the counter to get his food. I try to feed him around the baby's bedtime because then I could keep the food on the floor early in the morning before he wakes up. And then throughout the day, I'm not gonna lie, I'll give him like whatever I'm eating, like snacks and stuff. You wanna eat your food now? Alright, I'm gonna put his bowl back on the floor. Sincere. No. Look, look, look. Baby, come here. Look. As soon as I put his food back on the floor, there go the baby crawling to it. I had to distract him with some of my food. My spaghetti. You like it? But yeah, I like to save my dishes for the morning. And I kind of wash dishes throughout the day. And I have a dishwasher. So I usually don't have a lot of dishes. Yeah, there's really nothing much in there. There's a pot and a thing that I gotta put away. So yeah, I'm gonna just save that for the morning. The thing I really want to do is clean my floors, you know, because he crawls around and I like my floor to be as clean as possible. There's no shoes. Don't walk around my apartment with shoes. Take your shoes off. I sometimes be like, I don't be as on top of it with no shoes. Like I was saying, what I really want to do is clean the floor. Because my baby crawls around the floor. Oh, I was talking about no shoes in the house. Okay. I'm sorry, the dog is like playing with his food, so the baby was playing with his food. But sometimes I like don't tell people like, oh, don't take your shoes, like take your shoes off, because like I know they're just gonna be like quick in and out. But for the most part, like I don't like shoes in my house. Why are you wearing shoes inside anyways? Like your shoes are disgusting. Like, do you realize how disgusting the bottom of your shoes are? And you're walking around in your house with that? And then especially when you have a baby that crawls around on the floor, put their hands in their mouth. No. So, no shoes in my house was always a rule. And I definitely picked that up from my family, my grandma, my aunt. We have house shoes all the time, because why are you walking around with shoes? Yeah, so nobody in my family lets you wear shoes in the house, unless it's like a party. You know, we have guests over, then okay, you can wear shoes in the house, but no shoes in the house, that's dirty. I mean, I don't want to offend anybody if y'all wear shoes in your house, but to me, it's dirty because the bottom of your shoes, you know, out there on the dirty ground. I feel like we can agree with that. The bottom of your shoe is dirty, so to track all that around your house is dirty. Don't beat me up. But yeah, no shoes in the house for me. I guess I could put this spaghetti away that I made. I didn't use as much sauce as I normally do, and that wasn't on purpose. I was just like in a rush to eat because I was hungry. You want more spaghetti? Alright. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna come back when he's asleep and I'm able to mop. It's 8:35. I'm gonna give him about 30 more minutes to play, let his energy out. Like 8:30, 8:39, he's going to bed. And then I just put him down, and that took forever. Literally took like an hour, because he is fighting his sleep. Sometimes he fights it at night, and sometimes it goes down good. Tonight was one of those nights where he was fighting it a little bit, and that's probably because he took that afternoon nap. My voice still sounds terrible, so I'm gonna make me another glass of tea. I'm boiling water in there to get ready to mop. And this water that I'm boiling on the stove is for my tea. I do have garbage to take out, so I'm gonna take that out after I mop, and I'm gonna take the dog with me so he can use the bathroom. I usually take my garbage out at night because the baby's sleeping, so I can just take all the garbage, take the dog, and that's it. But I'm gonna wait until, like I said, I'm done mopping and done straightening up, just in case there's more stuff I want to throw out. Also, I like to make sure my baby's in a deep sleep before I go and take my garbage out, because I don't want him to wake up while I'm taking the garbage out. Okay, so I start off with him sleeping in my bed, and then transition him to the crib. He's still working on putting himself to sleep, so that's why I don't just put him in the crib first, because I want him to be able to, like, I want by the time that I'm just laying him down in there, like, he just lays down, goes right to sleep, you know. But yeah, this toy I have to throw out because it seems to be defected. It's this toy. I don't want to touch it because there's no like off button on it for real, so like as soon as you touch it, it starts playing, and it don't, like, you can't shut it off, like it just gotta play out, and I'm not trying to hear none of that right now. But when I go throw out the garbage, oh my god, my voice sounds so disgusting. When I go throw out the garbage, this is coming with me. I'm gonna put this over there. I know that the sheets I put in the washing machine are done because I heard the little thing go off. So I'm gonna put that in the dryer and wash the blanket first before I do anything else. I just have like stuff on my counter that I'm tidying up. Nothing crazy for real. Just like, this is my TV remote from my bedroom that he took out here. Some chapstick. My wallet. He loves my wallet.
Freezing, choking, getting tongue-tied. It's what we call it when your mind goes from brilliant.
Honestly, he's still falling asleep a little bit because he's like, I woke up and then went back to sleep. That's exactly why I wait a little bit to take the trash out. So I'm just gonna wait to put this back in my room because I don't want to go in there while he's still like, because then I don't want him to see me and get up. My mop water is done, so I'm gonna mop while that's doing that, and while he's doing that, yeah, let's get to it. Okay. It's gonna be a little dark for a second because I turned my hallway light off. Shaking out of that pillow. Okay. Wait. Alright, so I just flipped the air mattress. That's fine. There's some good lighting in here. I don't feel like turning on my YouTube lights, honestly. That light, I don't feel like turning it on right now. But yeah, I just flipped up the mattress, the blow dryer. I don't want to move just in case my motor is messed up and we still need it to blow up the air mattress, but I do want to get it out the way a little bit. Let me just check on the baby real quick. Okay, he still looks good. And we're gonna put this in my mop bucket, which I usually keep in the guest bathroom. So I usually start with the living room kitchen area, like all of this, because this is the area that he's in the most. So this is what I want, but I make sure it gets mopped like immediately. So I'm gonna go grab the bucket and bring it out here. And then after I do this area, I do the hallway, and then I'll do the 2 bedrooms. Oh, I'll do the 2 bedrooms in that hallway when I do the hallway, and I'll do my bedroom normally when I do the living room area. But I don't feel like doing the bedrooms today, so I'm not doing that. I don't mop the bedrooms every single time I mop because, like I said, there's no shoes in my house, so my floors are really, really clean. But people do come in and, you know, they're walking around the living room, the kitchen, the hallway. So this area is the dirtiest area, so this area is the most important to me to mop. But my son's room, especially my son's room, nobody goes in there. The guest room, you know, people go in there, but that's why that floor does get mopped. But it was gonna get mopped anyways, because like I said, the dog's wee-wee pad was in there since I was under the weather and wasn't taking him out. Yeah, so let me go get them up.
This is Dr. Kettner. No, I don't know. Who tried to know? I'm sorry, what? There was a lesion on Laura's throat, which means the transplant is no longer an option. I'm so sorry. Don't tell her she's sorry. You talked me into this. You said this was the solution, and now stop yelling. Not to yell myself. But I think it is her best chance. And what about Dr. Avery? Is that what he thinks too? I don't know where you are or what you're doing, but call me. I've been looking everywhere for you. Morgan's called a dozen times. I've been calling, texting.
That needs that one text. No one gets no surgery, right? If you need anything else after that, so if you're gonna have to battery died. Well, that's not very helpful. You drunk? You bitch.
Yeah, I am. We lost the daughter, can't let you expand. She's more expensive esophageal invasion. Her parents are a wreck, and you're here getting drunk. Jackson.
I got off work. Bookers actually handed out some whiskey.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. Nothing wrong with me.
You're patient. Who's counting on us?
Me. And there's no one. Nothing I can do.
Alright, so the house is mopped, everything is clean. I am gonna take out the trash. It's sitting right there. I'm gonna take this out. Bottles, they don't really do bottle recycling in Pennsylvania, so I'm gonna see if there's any in Jersey. If not, I'm gonna just like put them in a trash bag and save them for when I go to New York, because why not get those 5 cents back, you know? And it just makes me feel good to know that I'm recycling. Well, I think it really is recycling, you know? I'm trying to save the earth. You should care about the earth. But alright, we're gonna go throw a trash out. And I'm gonna take the dog with me so he can use the bathroom outside and so he doesn't wake up the baby while I'm gone. It's literally only gonna take me like barely 5 minutes. Alright. After that, I'm gonna get ready to take my shower, wash my hair. I'm gonna see how I feel about going live when I'm finished with everything because it's 10:14. I thought I would already be like going live by now. I'm done with all of this, but I'm not, so we'll see. Okay, it is finally time for me. The baby's taken care of, the house is taken care of. Now I can be taken care of. Whoa. Okay, this is just gonna be crooked because let's just, yeah. I'm gonna put this brush away. I like to take my rings off when I'm showering, so I'm gonna do that now because I don't like soap and stuff getting into it, and I just feel like it helps the jewelry last longer. Well, not that I feel like, I know that it helps the jewelry last longer. I worked at Pandora, and whether it's real or fake, you shouldn't shower with jewelry on. I mean, you can shower with real jewelry on and it's not gonna tarnish as fast. It's gonna take a long, long time to tarnish. But it's still eventually gonna tarnish. Gold, it's gold, so you're good. Gold plated though, that's gonna tarnish. Silver sterling, regular silver, you know, yeah, all that good stuff. I'm gonna turn my shower on. I hate when my man takes a shower sometimes because, do I look like Sasha Bob? Alright, yeah, so I am going to wash my hair, shower my hair, and that is it for my nighttime routine. I don't really wear makeup, so I don't have like a skincare routine because I don't put stuff on my face to have to keep up with the skincare routine. I feel like having a whole extended skincare routine is only really necessary if you are somebody who wears makeup on a daily. Now, I do wash my face with this, but I typically do that like once a week. I don't do that every single day. It's kind of random. And this is something I'm more likely to use daily. It's just like a little toner, cleanse spray, whatever. So I just wipe it down, but I generally do that in the morning, not at night. But I'm going in the shower, so just wash my face in the shower. Yeah, after this, I'm literally just gonna put on my pajamas, and it is 10:23. I don't take long showers. You don't need to be in the shower for 30 minutes. You're wasting water. You're wasting water. Being in the shower for 30 minutes does not make you any cleaner. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. Sorry if this was boring. It was fun for me. I had fun filming it, and I'm excited to really dive into this YouTube journey and keep it going. And you know, I was gonna go back to school and I was gonna finish my degrees, and I was gonna do LPN school, but I think that I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go back to school. Maybe later on in life I might go back and finish my regular biology degree, because you know you can always do something with that. But I don't know, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I just feel like that's not the path that God wants me to walk down. Like, I've always wanted to do YouTube from when I was like in middle school, but I didn't do it because of like my situation, you know, living in the projects, not having like a camera or a laptop or anything like that, the utensils for it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait until, you know, like I get into college. And so throughout high school, like I was documenting my hair journey so I could eventually make a video. Then when I got into college, I finally was making it and doing it, but then I feel like college was hindering my YouTube journey, and I was trying to do that, and I wasn't putting any attention on this. And I wasn't miserable, but like I was definitely forcing myself to stick with it. And I had fun in college. It was a great experience. I'm still cool with my friends. I am planning to go back for a visit. And, you know, I went to Penn State, so, you know, they have like Blue and White, Art Fest, all those good stuff. And if white people could go back with their families and tailgate as grown adults, why can't we? You know, like I feel like the black community makes it so weird when you go back to your college, like, oh, you're going back to your college, you're mad grown. Like, first of all, that's what homecoming is. You know, you go home. Second of all, tailgating, football, that's for everybody. And third of all, it's not like I'm like trying to hang out with 18-year-olds. I'm hanging out with my peers, people that that graduated like in my class. I didn't graduate, or people who graduated in the class above me or below me, you know, like. But yeah, that's a whole other topic. I'm gonna get in the shower before I sit here and talk too long and just waste a lot of time. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is just something different to film, and I'll be back with my next video. I don't know what it's gonna be. Maybe another nightly routine. I don't know. Maybe a morning routine. Maybe a vlog. We'll see.